Yeah, my name is Ian McNeely. I'm a professor of history, but also Senior Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education, and my specialties are modern German history and the history of knowledge. I'm just finishing up a book called The University Unfettered, which is a history of public higher education and specifically research flagships between the Great Recession and COVID-19. So I thought I'd use my skills as an historian to reflect on what has been a very tumultuous time in higher education and in public flagships specifically. To answer your question, my research is indeed on what is happening in the very recent past to universities and what can we say about where they're headed in the future. Probably 1980s heavy metal. When I was a kid, I was way into Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Ozzy Osbourne, and now my 12-year-old daughter is getting into the 80s as well, and she says, "Dad, have you ever heard of Black Sabbath?" I'm like, what do you want to know? So I think I do pretty well up to about 1986, and that's where my knowledge drops off. One of the ironies of my job is that I oversee undergraduate education across the campus, but I'm not actually teaching at the moment. It's a full-time administrative job, but I expect in the next year or two I'll carve out some space because I miss the classroom. Yeah. I'd love to do what I've done for the last 2 summers, which is a summer program in Berlin, Germany, where we study the history of the city, East Berlin, West Berlin, reunified Berlin, historical Berlin, and also a second course running at the same time on the quality of life in Europe, a sort of social policy class. Yeah, favorite city in Europe probably would be Berlin. Today, it's really a remarkable, inspiring place to be, and Berlin in particular is really vibrant and exciting, and so that would probably be my favorite city in Europe.